Hello, I'm here with Heights. Also, too, my hats want to know, and me, what is Goldschlager?
Goldschlager. Goldschlager is the official drink of the Deltones.
These schnapps with little 20 karat gold flecks of gold in it. You're drinking gold.
Scratches your throat up and makes the alcohol go in your bloodstream faster, make you more drunk.
And it's very cinnamony and very strong.
I believe it's a schnapps. Peppermint flavored.
It's clear, it's delicious. It has a certain level of class, a certain debonair about itself.
It burns, it's gross, it's something that none of us would drink unless it was part of this organization, I'm quite sure.
It's a delicious beverage.
We're really the only people on earth that drink it.
It will get you drunk with gold.
I've actually never, ever tasted it. I mean, I've tasted it, but I have not, drunk it. I was about to say I've never swallowed it, and then it would have been a that's what she said.
Schlag is a really interesting Deltone tradition. Schlag is, I have no idea when it started. I feel like it's been around since the beginning. I feel like I heard at one point that it's always been Schlag, that it started in Florida.
Yeah!
We all did a shot, and Dan did some pot.
We all thought Dan was the man. Yeah! Dan was my brother's best friend.
Dan, the bartending man.
Who introduced us to on New Year's Eve?
Deliberate.
Goldschlager!
And
He gave us our first shots of Goldschlager. New Year's Eve, 1993.
They ended up bringing it back from Florida somehow.
We used to bring back Goldschlager, and that's why it was kind of a, it's a tough commodity to come by. We used to get a whole bunch of bottles.
It was a big one.
It was illegal. We could not get it in Delaware.
Yeah, so Goldschlager used to be illegal in Delaware, and this is a fact. If that's Googleable, you can Google it.
It's Googleable. That's a legitimate illegality.
Since that first shot of Goldschlager, the tradition has been passed on through the generations.
We do it at Schlag. Clever name because of Goldschlager. Yeah. Yeah.
Hardy hard.
It's part of the name.
So what happens now, at the end of each semester, all the Deltones get together and we have a bottle of Schlag.
It's a hot mess where people get wasted and pour out their emotions, i.e. me.
The whole Goldschlager thing has really evolved into a lot more than it used to be. I understand.
When I started doing it in '97 with everybody, the whole process of Schlager took about 30 minutes.
Somewhere towards the end of my years and shortly after I graduated, it became like an all-night knock-down, drag-out.
When I left the group, it took from 11 p.m. until about 5 in the morning.
I think my last Goldschlager was like 7 hours long.
Sometimes it went a little long. Sometimes I think it could have been more to the point.
But that was pretty warm and fuzzy all around. And I liked the actual drinking of the Schlag. I liked everything with the drinking, pretty much.
Goldschlager is the part of the night that anyone who's not a Deltone and is at a Deltone party hates.
Yes, I was really bad just eating Goldschlager so long.
I had to leave halfway through.
So many Goldschlagers. But you would think the night we got engaged, and you weren't technically still a member, because you weren't technically, well, you weren't a student. You would think you could leave Goldschlager early, but I guess Goldschlager has power of its own.
I did leave Goldschlager
3 a.m. is not early.
When it finishes at 7, it is.
One of the few that can still drink Schlager. I think Cover has a biological response now if he touches the stuff.
So I decided to play my own drinking game, which was whenever anyone drinks, I'll drink too. So I drank an entire, fairly large bottle of Goldschlager and cannot drink cinnamon shops anymore.
Extroverted people who are slightly drunk keep other friends of theirs awake all night.
Talk and talk and talk and talk forever.
And we tell each other how much we love each other, and we, at the end of our little spiel, we take a little swig of the Goldschlager and we get the gold! Get the gold! Woo!
This just intimate, raw, pure friendship moment where you really pour out everything. And then the new tones go first and they say, I love the group and this is awesome and I love singing and drinking. And then as it progresses further and further, each person goes to every person and says something, and by the time you get to the seniors, they're saying a mini biography about each person.
Stockinger has to hug everybody.
Well, he gives really good hugs.
Wow. He does do that.
It ends up getting pretty emotional because, you know, we care so much about each other.
It can become a pretty emotional experience, and those are the moments that I just felt touched me more than anything at times. The times where you just are so overcome with, you know, happiness, sadness, bittersweet feelings, and just, you know, this sense of connection with everybody.
It's a really special tradition, random but special part of the Deltones.
I really, really like that we set aside time to express our love for each other and how we feel, because you know, you don't say how much you love each other on a daily basis, so I really enjoy that.
Just hands down, always a good time, and it's nice to see that side of people all the time. I like Schlag.
If I ever see a bottle of Goldschlager, which they don't have in Cambodia, by the way, so I don't see it very often, but if I ever see a bottle of Goldschlager, the first thing that comes to my mind is Deltones. Sitting there with the bottle and awkwardly holding it, and odd hand gestures and things like that. But yeah, that will always mean friendship and bonding to me.
It's just freaking cool, like, to get that kind of charge from something in a group of people. And to me, that's really, you know, what Deltones is at its core, is that electric kind of intensity that, you know, I think connects all of us at one point or another.
It's so bad. Wow.
Walking through the trees, birds tease the wanna be your man. Don't you understand now? Wake up to want the sun, knowing that it will come. But baby, as for you, clouds shroud the view. So if it rains on me, a downpour is on me. Wait to see hot girls on the beach. Rays shine everywhere, no clouds in the air.
Explain Goldschlager. Tones, we don't explain Goldschlager. Goldschlager explains us. It unlocks our true self. Goldschlager is but a pawn in the simplest explanation of our own realities.
I can help it 'cause I'm lost in your eyes. Maybe, baby, we can talk until the sunrise.